Now let's just get this segment done.
And in this episode of Down Under World Denizens, we have some breaking news. We're going on an adventure. Where might that adventure be? Well, we might have to check with Wilts and Babs to see if they've got any insights into this.
Well, I'm going to Hobbiton. I don't know about you guys.
I think that was on
I'm going
Millsy's
to
bucket
Hobbiton,
list, so we're gonna have to cross that one off for sure.
but let's inform our listeners why we're going to be going to Hobbiton. Who wants to jump in there?
Yeah, I will. So in breaking news, the Queensland state representative team for Blood Bowl, that is the Death Rollers, that's our name, has been announced. And unlike all the other teams, we actually have two reserves. And so I'm ranked second in the team, so I'm coach second. And in breaking news, Wilts has managed to make the team as a reserve, so that's fantastic news. Congratulations, Wilts.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be part of it, and while the pressure's on you guys to have serious tournament lists, I get to potentially take an off the wall fun list instead.
Yeah, well, I think the way it works is if your services are not required, then you'll be able to play in the Greenstone Cup alongside Millsy, who's also coming.
Yes, and if I do play against Millsy, I hope I play him on the Saturday and not the Sunday.
We do have this record that, neither of us just win; we decimate. But it depends on the day that we play. So if we play on a Saturday, Wilts wipes the floor with me. If I play on a Sunday, I usually get the win.
And so, just to make that crystal clear, you don't have to be on one of the Ausbowl State Championships teams to come over to the event in late September, because there are actually two tournaments running in parallel as part of this event. And the second is the Greenstone Cup, which is in itself a very prestigious tournament. It's been running as long, if not longer, than Eucalyptus Bowl. It's one of the first tournaments in Australasia. And so yeah, they've brought that across to match up with Ausbowl State Championships, and so rather than playing in an open, you'll be playing in the Greenstone Cup, which will use the same rule set, just not have as many rounds as the Ausbowl State Championships, because there are 8 teams. There are going to be 7 rounds in the Ausbowl State Championships, whereas there's only going to be 5 in the Greenstone Cup. Other than that, the rule set's the same. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. All teams have now been announced, and I was chatting with somebody online who mentioned to me that some seeding may have already occurred about which state teams are ranked where.
Oh, so he hasn't actually published that yet. He's
No,
still teasing everyone.
yes, correct. There is actually no announcement yet, but yeah, I believe from the offhand comment that Queensland is not ranked where we achieved last time we competed at Ausbowl State Champs.
Well, when you say we, all of us were at Ausbowl champs last time, but only one person here was playing for Queensland. Do you want to tell us more about that one, Millsy?
I'm delighted to say that we're not in a wooden spoon position for seeding, which we did manage to achieve at the last Ausbowl State Championships. However, I do want to point out the majority of the other teams from Ausbowl actually had a ring-in Queenslander on them because, life happens and gets in the way, and certain people couldn't make the journey up or so on. So there was quite a number of Queenslanders playing on other teams. So if they finished higher, then technically that's a Queensland win. I don't know.
I think you might be drawing a bit of a long bow there, but I will say that both Wilts and I were actually playing at last Ausbowl State Championships for the ACT. So yeah, we both have the privilege of representing other teams.
And Jawa was playing at Ausbowl last time as well, wasn't he? Was he filling in for one of the Melbourne players?
Yeah, for Victoria. Yeah, so in fact, that's one of the reasons why we have two reserves, is actually last time Victoria needed 2 replacement coaches. And so that was part of the thinking by our captain, Chris Stratford, to make sure that we had the ability to fill 2 spaces if we needed. And of course, Victoria went on to win the event.
With 2 Queenslanders.
I'm not sure whether they had 2, but there were definitely some ring-ins on a number of teams in 2023. But it was still a great event. And big thing that really resonates with me is just how competitive those games are going to be. So there's no place for any of the Ausbowl State Championship coaches to bring anything other than their top tier game, because you're going to be up against top tier coaches. So that's one of my big challenges, is I'm balancing my year of stunty against preparing thoroughly to play my top game over in Auckland. So yeah, it's pretty big breaking news, and it's fantastic to see that now all 8 teams are announced. I might post up in our Facebook group, the Down Under World Denizens Facebook group, all the different teams so that you can actually peruse who's on which team. So
Yeah, and just continuing with the theme of we're on an adventure. Whilst I'm really looking forward to the Greenstone Cup and only the 5 rounds, so I won't have my head filled with 7 games. I am also looking to, go and have an adventure and explore some of New Zealand. I know Dr. Nick Carr, who's also coming over to the Greenstone Cup, has reached out and said, "Hey, what are you boys doing?" So this weekend at the Cane Toe Cup, we're going to have a little chat and see if we can figure out some sort of itinerary and make an adventure with as many Queenslanders as we can.
Absolutely.
And it's not too late. If you're interested in joining for the Greenstone Cup, make sure you register and head on over. Registrations are open for that event. Of course, we do want to see a significant number of New Zealanders play in the Greenstone Cup. They need to get their regos organised. So if you're listening in from New Zealand, make sure you get along as well. But of course, it would be fantastic to see a bunch of Aussies over, and I believe there already are a bunch of Aussies already planning to head over for the Greenstone Cup. Is there anything else we wanted to say? Did we want to run down who's on the Queensland team as part of this segment?
Yes, let's have a breaking news episode and not actually announce anyone.
No, we're only announcing ourselves. We're the only ones that know, right?
Babs, take it away. Who's on our Queensland team?
Yeah, good question. Okay, so in rank order, I believe we have Kiltane Quilty ranked first, myself ranked second. Then we actually have a couple of coaches who we're a bit disappointed can't make it. So Dave Lieber couldn't make it. Ken Dunford couldn't make it. So that actually means that our third ranked coach who is attending is our captain, Chris Stratford. Then Andrew Laidlaw-Jones. Then Jawa Knight, Pete Sinclair. Sorry, I think his order's out of whack. I think he was actually third. Then Roy Quilty comes in last place, and above him is Andrew Laidlaw-Jones. So there's our 6. And our 2 reserves, Jason Morn and Dan Wilton, aka Wilts.
You, go Wilts. I don't know who was pleased to hear this announcement more, whether it was Wilts or me, because I've been hanging out for Wilts to say, yes, I'm coming over. Hey, we just called it a wrap there, do we? Just do a little outro, or
Sorry,
I don't think we need any more,
pictures
do
of
we?
Hobbiton.
I think we've all been looking at pictures of Hobbiton. I've started watching Lord of the Rings again just to familiarize myself.
Yeah, my daughter and I have been watching too.
No, have you been watching the extended editions like a good person?
I have that on VHS, so I don't have a VHS recorder. So
VHS, wow. It's on Netflix.
Well, it has been at different stages,
The Hobbit's not, but the 3 Lord of the Rings are currently on Netflix.
but the extended editions on Netflix. The prank that Dominic Monaghan played on Elijah Wood as a video conference interview, which was on the DVD box set, was hilarious.
Yeah, they had some fun those
Dominic
days,
was
didn't they?
pretending to be a Belgian or Dutch fashion interviewer calling to interview Elijah Wood, and he didn't figure it out the whole
The
segment.
whole way. Wow. That's gold. That's brilliant.
actually, I have some sad news. Tricky's had to pull out of coming. So one of the Aotearoa guys
Oh,
can't make it. He's
Oh no.
he's blown all his budget going to Europe or something apparently. So he can't commit to going anymore to Greenstone. I thought I'd been successful in twisting his arm to come, but so yeah, so not all the Aotearoa lads will make it.
We'll have a special episode
maybe.
with just the guys that are there.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll work something out.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I'm catching up with Tricky down in Dunedin anyway in the second week.
Oh, that's good. You can still have him on an episode somewhere. You can get a couple of sound bites.
Yeah, I'm sure I could interview him. No problem.
Well, Hobbiton's in the South Island, so you might be seeing me and Wilts down there too. Maybe we can record live from Hobbiton.
I actually got that wrong. See, the Hobbiton movie tour thing is actually on the North Island. I was thinking of
Oh,
all of
really?
the national parks where Rohan was filmed. There on the South Island
Ah,
around Mount Cook.
well, that actually kind of works out okay because, yeah, Dr. Nick, he wanted to do North Island and tour some volcanoes. So if Hobbiton is in the
Mount
North Island,
Sunday. Yeah, Hobbiton's North
Mount
Island.
Sunday,
Mount Sunday, South Island is where Rohan and all that stuff are.
Gondor and all those ones.
Yeah.
There's how much research I've done. I thought Hobbiton was in the South Island. Good thing I haven't booked it yet.
I
Yeah,
was
so did
sure it
I.
was, but the Hobbiton tours are in the North Island, so
Yeah, there you
they're
go.
not that far away from Auckland.
Yeah, righto.
Maybe they begin in the North Island and you go over the Cook Strait.
I was looking at the various prices of the various tours and things, trying to work out which one we wanted to go for as a family.
Hire your camper van and just go wherever the wheels take you.
Well, that's what we're doing on the South Island.
Yeah.
On the North Island, we'll definitely hire a car, but we'll probably stay at various places along the way. All right. Well, I think we're done.
When you upload it, put the file name as "We're going on an adventure."
Okay, no worries.
Well, if you give it an episode number, at least it stays in chronological order, right? 11.5, breaking news. We're going on an
Yes,
adventure.
that's it.
Sure. Okay. All right, guys.
Oh,
Thanks for that.
no. And we'll hopefully, maybe, possibly see you on the weekend. But if you don't make it, you don't make it. If you do, it'll be great.
I I have booked accommodation to make it happen.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So it is happening.
Pretty early on the Saturday. I'll drop in for about an hour.
Oh, sweet.
Ah, so you'll be dropping past, you're not actually staying. Actual kickoff is 9:15. Doors open for Rego at 8:30.
Okay, there you go.
So what I might do, I think, I might try and come for that 45-minute window, 8:30 to 9:15.
Just to hang out and chat.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt people's games because I appreciate that. Well, I appreciate that coaches need to get their turns in and not go overtime, right? Because I'm one of those
Yes,
guys.
if anybody would know about lengthy games, it would be Bats. Oh, that is going in. Don't you worry
Every minute
about
precious.
The first step is that you're
that.
aware
Yeah,
of the
first step in
problem.
the
Recognizing that the issue exists and acknowledging it.
That's it, and I certainly do. Even if I tried to step around it last episode, well, I do know it's a problem. All right, cool. Thanks,
Fantastic. You
guys.
get back to your family, mate.
Yeah, we definitely got to put some of that in. That's
Yeah,
fun.
that's great.
Yeah, do it. All right, see ya.
I've got an ogre that I need to get painted.
And my league team, my
Very good.
gnomes are half assembled. I've got one sprue out of two
Wow.
assembled.
Do you paint as quickly as you assemble? Give or
Approximately.
take.
Hey, the idea is that I will assemble and do some green stuffing while I'm down here.
Yeah.
If I achieve that,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I mean, I've got my my mixed chaos team that I've been trying to put together for like 3.5 years. I just still haven't got all the models
Oh,
I
I
need
hate
for it
that. And
yet.
you can't start painting while you're waiting for one model, can you? I can't. No worries. Catch you
All right,
guys.
guys, gonna go. See ya.
Okay. I
Can put that at the beginning.
from the old ABC News trumpet fair.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah.